Hello, good morning. Happy Monday. This is first Monday of 2022 and we woke up extra early. We woke up earlier than the alarm actually. So we're really hoping and wishing you the best of 2022. So today, what I would like to bring to this conversation is or ideas about setting the year with intention and direction, right? So it's a beautiful time to start the year because we're in a clean slate. You've heard of that many times, but really, it sets us all on the same playing field. We have the same number of days in the year. Okay, so what I'd like to share with you are some ideas that may benefit you, especially if you're aligned to it. Okay, so in the field, in the work that I do, so just to share with you about myself, I'm Rina. I'm in the financial planning space. So I'm a certified life and wealth coach, and the time that you'll be spending here is something that what you're gonna really get from me are actually the synthesis of life coaching, financial planning, and spiritual awakening. So if those are some of that, I believe you're in line with that. So if that resonates with you, feel free to join in. So as I mentioned, here in this physical world, in this physical body, I'm a certified financial planner, wealth strategist or investment strategist, and multi-awarded international leader. As a spirit being, I'm intuitive, I'm a visionary, and a catalyst. So what I'd like to share with you now are elements of, you'll hear it like more of the physical plane, but really it has an impact on us as spirit beings. So just to affirm, more than ever, this is the time where spiritual or highly spiritual beings are actually, it's a time for you, it's a time for us to also manifest prosperity. Why? Because we'll be needing it in our contribution to humanity in this time that we're here, basically. So I'd like to talk to you or update you with this fund that we're very excited about. So I have the privilege to be talking to mostly actually light workers or self-leaders from 2020 to 2021. And what's been happening is there's a high level of spiritual awakening or activation that's happening in the world, and you may be experiencing it too, right? How does it look like? It looks like you underwent some chaos in your life, be it financial, spiritual, relationship wise, whether with yourself or another person, and it invited us to look deeper, right, into ourselves. Now, in this tool, we're going to talk about financial planning. Okay, so one of the aspects that we're going to talk about now is financial planning. So let's discuss that more. And what I want to bring to your awareness is that specifically for people who have been investing, maybe you have VULs, or maybe you have, what do you call this, local funds, you're invested in local stocks, or you also have investments in real estate properties, or whatever kinds of investment you have. I just want to update you that right now there is an opportunity, there's a big opportunity in fact, to be investing in the global market. So I want to make it easy and simple for us. There's 3 points that you want to look at when you do investments particularly. Number 1 is to beat inflation. Okay? So in the Philippines, inflation is 4.8 to 5%. Okay, so what does that mean? For your simple 100,000, the purchasing power by end of the year is around 95,000. If it's a million, it's down to 950,000. So what happens is, you can imagine this to be like, when you shop before, it's mas madami yung laman ng cart mo, and now mas onte because of inflation, because of the rise of the cost of goods, right? So one is inflation. Number two is, you want to also consider the time horizon that you want to use it, whether that's for a short term or long term. So for short term, usually in the traditional financial planning, we advise, di ba, parang sa banks lang, or it's something you just put aside. And then long term, you go, the one with insurance. But right now, there's an opportunity. Just mind you, there's an opportunity that you can also go short term for UITFs. So that's the insurance part without that's the investment part without the insurance. Okay, so what does that mean for you? Just to update you, I've been posting it since last year. But if we haven't really gotten the chance to connect, I just want to update you that the U.S. Growth Fund, or Global Funds, you know how graph-wise, from the drop in 2020 of the market because of the COVID pandemic, right? Yung graph ng Philippine economy is hindi pa siya totally nakaka-recover. Ganyan pa lang yung graph niya. So, you'll notice if you have investments in the Philippine local stocks, you don't really expect na sobrang taas na niya, right? But at the same time period, my update for you is mataas na siya. In fact, our U.S. Growth Fund is, it performed 34%. So I really thought that this is something that I really want to empower people to have. Why? Because what does it mean for you if you have funds, or dun sa hard-earned money mo, you are able to make it work? For a simple 100,000, that means you earned 34,000. Do you, just to update you, a 250,000 pesos in the bank earns 60 pesos. Okay? Maybe after this, or I'll invite you to a webinar. I'll give you more graphs and more details about it, which actually done na yung webinar mula last year. So I'm just, we'll be launching it. So I'll update you on that. So just to give you context, a 250,000 savings in the bank is doing 60 pesos. Okay, in the if you place it in specifically US market at 33% pa lang, ha, because I got this computation early December, so it's 33%. It ended 34.64. So at 250,000, it actually earned 84,000. 84,000 versus 60 pesos. Okay, so what does that mean for you? Oh my gosh, do you see how I'm excited about this? Because what does it mean, diba? I mean, for us, literally, very babad ako sa financial planning. Very, very masipag ako mag-connect with clients, and day in, day out, specifically for millennials, Gen Z, millennials, Gen X, and above, diba? Ang dami na nating, what do you call that? Mortgages. What does that mean for you? It's funds, diba? To pay off mas mabilis mortgage. Or what does it mean to you? It means money to support the business of your friends, right? Kasi diba, in the time of pandemic, ang daming nag-online sell. You know, one of the downloads that I really got from God is, you make money so that kung ano man yung passion ng ibang tao, diba? Kung passionate sila sa art, they sell art, they sell leche flan, they sell clothes. So, how would you feel that, if you have extra 20, 30,000, so that yung next shopping mo you can support the business of your friends. Yung next mong pang Lazada at Shopee, kita siya ng money mo. So that's the flavor that I want to bring to you, that consciousness that there is a way for us to do it. And literally, I've been in the financial planning space for 14 years. I've been investing for 16 years. And this is, I really see it as, it's phenomenal. Itong easy access to global market. So, that's what I want to share with you. And the strategy that we do also with our clients, I just want to share with you, we do now parang short-term, long-term. So, may long-term planning, yun na yung may health. Pag nagkasakit, merong yung the usual VL if you have it, if you know it, right? And then the short-term, we put in that flavor of UITF. Why? Because it's what? It's minimum 5,000 pesos. Okay? Kung dollars, it's minimum $100. And it's minimum, literally, 30 days. So, pwede talaga siyang what do you call this? Pang strategize, diba? Na hindi lang lahat ng money natin nasa bank at really hindi kumikita. So, those are the things that I want to share with you. And I'm looking at making a webinar about this. I'm very excited to be sharing it with you. I have an index, a US index report from 1950s to 2020. So I'll share that with you. And what you'll see there is if you put it in global markets and US fund, you actually win 73% of the time. Mas mataas than, mag-casino. Na 50-50 maybe. Okay, and I also have there a 120-year performance of the market. So how I really see this specifically, I'm so excited to share this with us, diba? With our generation, millennials, and Gen Z. Kasi literally in the next 20-30 years, tayo na yung susunod na seniors, right? And you've seen it on the lives of our parents. Ang 60s ngayon, groovy pa. Ganun din tayo, diba? Parang, ano pa tayo? Madami pa tayong energy. Madami pa tayong energy. Tapos, kailangan ng pang-sustain ng lifestyle. Do you agree? So, with this, starting the year with intention, diba? This 2022, if you acknowledge that you're blessed, that you have some form of income coming in, whether work or business, diba? You want to be a good steward of it. We share, of course, we give glory and thanks to that provision. And being a good steward is also to make it grow better so that we can support, diba, not just our family, but in this ascension age. And I know that most of you are also experiencing it, that parang you have a pull to contribute more. And it is because yun yung ano natin eh. That's really the invitation in this time. It's really going beyond just service to ourselves and our family, but service to humanity. Okay? So, since you're here, you're watching, I want to give you another gift. Okay? So, as I end, one is I'll invite you to join me in the webinar that I'm gonna send. It's high profit, low risk investing. And one of the things that I want to bring into your consciousness is this. Okay? I want to talk to your higher self. You as a spirit being, actually. Do you know that we came into this earth with a certain level of consciousness, specifically wealth consciousness, that we got from literally actually 3 generations down. So your level of wealth consciousness, our level, so these are the things that I've been discovering since last year, because I'm literally I'm not just, basically, I'm not just a financial planner. I'm a life coach. I'm also a certified NLP master practitioner. I'm an energy healer. And at the same time, this flavor that I want to share with you is I do embodied ascension training. This is about the awakening of humanity. So I actually do talks. I have talks this year to companies about it as well. And the essence of it is really going back to your power. So in this year, I just really want to invite you to tune in to your genius. And that's actually, well, where your wealth is. You know, your wealth is in who you are, really. Diba? No matter same profession kayo or same work, you have a unique flavor to it based on your experiences, your hurts, your pains, your skill set, your background, everything about you is unique. So it's really treading that soul path. So now, I just want to share with you that yung level of wealth consciousness natin coming in to this earth, okay, is actually impacted or influenced 3 generations now. This is in a neuroscience level, okay? In shamanic practice, it's 7 generations down. So, you are not to blame. You know, this is the time that we don't really, we just really wanna trash those programming na pag ito maganda, ito yung tama, ito yung hindi maganda. There's no such thing. Parang we are just meaning makers. Okay? So in line with this, knowing na whatever your financial situation is, if good, then good. Diba? Kung hindi masyadong good and may mga na-realize ka, then it's there to serve. Okay? So the invitation is, by the way, ang juicy nito, all of us who are alive in this time, ang tawag sa atin, as a spirit being, we are the ushering generation. Okay? So, you know how, parang kinikwento ko sa inyo itotoko, no, sa mga companies. Ito yung tinotoko actually. So, at paid talk to, but really what invites us is to connect to higher source and get that power from within, not measuring yourself from whatever programming the world has taught us. So you are indeed a great soul. You are. Because you have a soul contract. You came into this earth to contribute. That means we people alive today, we're gonna actually, so from 3D consciousness, ito yung mas earthly, ganon, we are actually here in the 5D. It's a higher level of consciousness. It is unity consciousness. The reason why I'm sharing this with you is because if you have this information, you can put in your own, unique flavor and sense to it. And if it can serve you, then good. Why? Because we're here knowing that, at some point we're gonna exit, this life anyway. Why not contribute, right? To your own lineage even. Does it make sense? That's why my vision and our team's vision is really to contribute to a more prepared generation. It is not by accident na Filipinos tayo, because we having this higher consciousness, diba, na magkaroon ng awareness na to take care of our own, lifestyle sustainability, no matter the hiccups, even if wala tayo, even if ngayon ang daming mortgages, even if ngayon ang daming babayarin, even if ngayon you're really struggling, that pain is there to serve you. And that pain is there to serve the next generation. Itong mga insights natin. Does it make sense? Diba? So, I just wanna affirm you that you can serve wherever you are. We don't need to wait for things to be perfect. Wala namang ganun eh. But whatever insights are, we can serve. So, the invitation is really in this lifetime to contribute to a more prepared generation, starting with ourselves, that lifestyle sustainability, and from sandwich generation. So, I know you'll relate with me when I say that right now, generally in the Philippines, ang tawag is sandwich generation. Sandwich meaning, they provide for their parents, and then, ipit. Kasi nagpo-provide din sa kids. So, do you imagine the challenge nun? Diba? Yun yung tawag sa generation natin yan, sandwich. So, from sandwich generation to generational wealth. One where, based on who you are, just coming from who you are, you're able to generate prosperity. Prosperity is flow. So, may ganong difference din siya. Wealth is parang wealth accumulation eh. Medyo mas dense, di ba? Mas dense yung feels nun. So, prosperity is flow, di ba? You're able to make money. So, with God's grace, you have money, you're able to make money, you can support other businesses. Yung ganon, yung may because we are one, right? So, you're able to manifest this prosperity in your life, have this sustainability, and pass it on. The key is also to pass it on to your next generation. Diba? Parang, tama na, yung mga kwentong dati, okay yung kabuhayan, mga, ninuno natin, ganong stuff. Tapos, because of nagkasakit, naubos na yung lifelong savings, or nagbenta ng properties, or, specifically, for breadwinners, OFWs, literally you're trading off time and energy away from the kids. Specifically if, developmental stage sila, right? So really that's my invitation for you, is to have this consciousness. So, however it may look like for you, feel free to message me, or you can send a GIF if you resonate with this. GIF, no? Parang Happy New Year GIF. So I hope I have served you, and I just want to affirm that you are a great soul. You have so much to contribute to this time. And really put in that awareness of, if you feel, nagkakaroon ka ng mga inner thoughts na you're not good enough, you're not worthy, hindi pa perfect yung life. It doesn't need to be. We are one human being. We are one in this ascension. So, walang mas dominant than the other. We are here to support each other. I feel so thrilled actually when I talk to, and that actually lahat yata na nakakausap ko puro mga mga nagsisi-evolve din, nagkaka-experience itong spiritual awakening, and I feel so blessed to be able to learn from them. So, if you have something to contribute, mag-share din kayo. That's also one of my, invitation. Kasi, it will, activate yung ibang tao din, di ba? Hello! Hi, Clifford. Nice to meet you also. So, I have a group, Wealth by Rina. That's actually where I do most of these live things. And I'm so happy to meet you also. And thanks for joining me in this live. And whether you're live or in the replay, know that I'm sending you love. So, yun. I'm actually right now in a deep dive to genius and prosperity. So, if you're interested to know more about your own strengths, message me. I'll give you a free link to be able to dive deeper into it, so you can contemplate on it, you can work on your strengths, mga ganong stuff. And you can also do a coaching call about it, just to support you in your journey. Alright, so for now, Yun muna. Good morning and happy 2022. It's the best time to be alive. We are here to contribute wherever and whatever our situation is. God bless.